Breading adds flavor and a crispy, crunchy texture. And it not only looks delicious, but breading also extends the flavor in a dish. Think about eggplant parmesan, chicken fingers, breaded shrimp, or baked pork chops, and the three-step breading process is worth the washing up. Breading uses a technique called dredging, or lightly coating the meat with flour, then egg wash, and then breadcrumbs before sautéing or baking. A trio of plates or shallow bowls allow for mess-free transfer from wet to dry breading ingredients. Fill the first shallow dish with flour. Season with salt and pepper. The flour eliminates moisture from the meat and allows the egg wash to adhere to the meat. In the second dish, make an egg wash by whisking 2 eggs with a little bit of water or milk to thin it out. The breadcrumbs stick to the egg wash and create the golden exterior. Next, place your breadcrumbs or other crumbs into the third dish. We're using panko breadcrumbs, which are a flakier Japanese crumb cousin for a little extra crunch and texture. Season all 3 of the coatings with salt and black pepper. Cayenne will add a little heat if you like. Here's a gorgeous pork tenderloin. Trim any extra fat from the sides and then slice the tenderloin into 1/2 inch thick pieces. Season the meat on both sides with salt and pepper. Using the flat side of a meat pounder, pound the pork into flat pieces about 1/4 inch thick. The pounded pork should look like veal scallopini. Come straight down and then push away. This helps to thin the meat without smashing it. Start by dredging the meat in the flour, coating both sides and shaking off any excess. There is a wet hand, dry hand technique in breading to keep your fingers from building up with the coating. The hand you use while flouring is your dry hand. Lay the egg-coated meat into the breadcrumbs and use your dry hand to pat the crumbs evenly onto the meat. Shake off the excess and let the meat dry and rest for about 10 minutes to ensure that the coating will adhere during cooking. Heat olive oil in a skillet big enough to avoid crowding. Cook for about 2 minutes on the first side. Flip them when the crumbs are golden brown and cook for another minute. Don't overcook or allow the crumbs to burn. Breading meat or seafood is a simple way to enjoy everyday meals elegantly at home.